This is a Pinkglow pineapple. It's heavily engineered to be bright pink on the inside. It costs around $30 and it's currently taking over social media. Then there is its genetic sibling, the Ruby Glow, which is so tightly controlled it sells for $400 a pop. These ultra-luxury status symbols aren't grown in a sterile lab. They are cultivated exclusively in the rich, sun-drenched soils of southern Costa Rica. Yet, if you walk into a Costa Rican grocery store or farmer's market right next to those very fields, you will never find one. It is strictly illegal for Costa Rican farmers to sell them, and it's illegal for locals to buy or eat them, which creates a bizarre legal reality. How exactly does a corporation legally ban a naturally grown plant from the very community that physically pulls it out of the dirt? The explanation lies in a catastrophic billion-dollar corporate blunder made 30 years ago. Back in the 1960s, the standard supermarket pineapple was highly acidic and noticeably sour. Del Monte, along with a few other food companies, spent the next 3 decades trying to breed a sweeter, juicier replacement. In 1996, they finally released it, the MD2, better known as the golden pineapple. It was larger, stayed fresh longer, and tasted incredibly sweet. It was an immediate, massive global hit, and Del Monte's sales doubled. After 30 years and millions of dollars in R&D, Del Monte obviously wanted a monopoly, but they couldn't agree on patent terms with the original research partners, so they tried to protect their investment using adjacent patents and strict trade secrecy. They protected everything except the physical biology of the fruit itself. Commercial pineapples are cleverly bred to be seedless, specifically to stop consumers from growing their own. But they have a glaring biological loophole. If you twist or chop off the leafy top and put it in the ground, a brand new plant will grow. Rival farms realized this immediately. They started smuggling those leafy tops straight out of Del Monte's fields. They even poached Del Monte's agricultural workers to learn the exact soil and harvesting techniques required to keep the fruit sweet. Because the biological secret escaped into the wild, massive competitors easily replicated the crop. By the early 2000s, Del Monte was forced to concede they had completely lost exclusivity over their own invention. Del Monte swore they would never make that mistake again. So, in the early 2000s, they started a new, highly ambitious project to genetically alter the flesh of the pineapple to make it pink. This research produced a genetically modified organism, a complex scientific achievement that required FDA clearance and over a decade of rigorous testing. But the real shift here was corporate. Del Monte used this massive lead time to design a multi-layered, completely impenetrable legal vault around their new IP. When the Pinkglow finally launched in 2020, its high price point acted as the first layer of an extreme new corporate defense strategy. To understand how this defense works, look at the $400 Ruby Glow pineapple. It operates on a premium pricing playbook, transforming a basic grocery commodity into an exclusive luxury good. The first tactic is artificial scarcity. Del Monte strictly limits global harvests, releasing only a few thousand of these pineapples a year. If you want one, you have to get on a wait list. Next is context and presentation. If you put regular mountain water into a tall aluminum can with aggressive heavy metal branding, the perceived value instantly goes up, charging a premium. We see this working in Asian markets all the time. In Japan, standard fruit is routinely elevated to high-end status symbols, like the Yubari King melon, where a pear regularly sells for 500,000 yen at auction. But high prices and scarcity only control the consumer. Economics alone cannot physically stop a rival farmer from walking into a field, grabbing a pink pineapple top and planting it. To prevent a second heist, Del Monte had to weaponize the law. Suing local farmers for patent infringement is incredibly slow and expensive. So Del Monte bypassed standard patent lawsuits entirely and went after Costa Rica's strict GMO biosafety laws. Under Costa Rican law, a GMO needs specific government permission to exist. Del Monte registered the pink pineapple for export, but deliberately refused local consumption. This ensures any farmer caught holding one is guilty of a federal biosafety violation. By setting up the paperwork this way, Del Monte forces the Costa Rican Department of Agriculture to act as their private security. If a local farm is suspected of growing pink pineapples, government officials step in and automatically destroy the crops. It is a strange irony of modern agriculture. We possess the scientific capability to design and engineer miraculous new life. But corporations built legal frameworks so dense, the farmers sweating to grow that life will never legally be allowed to taste it.